The HEU. The Hannibal Extended Universe. Obviously, Hannibal. Where it all started. Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played by Mads Mikkelsen. Will Graham, played by Hugh Dancy. Hannigram is the perfect ship. It has everything you need in a ship. Slow burn, courting, frequent longing eye contact, betrayal and forgiveness, complete acceptance of each other. Hannibal let Will see him for who he is, and Will finds beauty in everything that he is and does. Hannibal saw inside Will something that Will had been denying his whole life, and Hannibal was able to help him stop repressing it, to stop being ashamed of it, and to guide him in his becoming. Hannibal is a show about a man realizing he's part monster, and a monster realizing he's part man. Hannibal brings Will's true feelings to the surface, and vice versa, through their mutual love for each other and instinctual need and desire to kill. It's about Will Graham hating himself for craving violence, and then hating himself more for wanting a worse thing, which is to love and gently hold a man who shares all his darkest desires, but acts on them without shame. Hannibal literally destroyed his whole life for the possibility that Will would want to rebuild it with him. Real line from the show. No one can be fully aware of another human being unless we love them. By that love, we see the potential of our beloved. Through that love, we allow our beloved to see their potential. Expressing that love, our beloved's potential comes true. Plus, over here, I believe some of our stars will always be the same. Ultimately, it's Hannibal's love for Will that drives the show. Perhaps the purest form of agape on television. It's not something born from sexuality, but from inception. Hannibal loves Will the way a god loves his creation, unwavering and true, with pride and tenderness. In season 3, he looks and acts so vulnerable. He makes mistakes. He's not omniscient. Being in love with Will Graham made him human. So, from the wise words of Bunt Chugley, NBC Hannibal was about finding someone to match your freak. The creator of the show says the relationship between Graham and Lecter is really a love story. So best of all, it's canon. This pairing has inspired many fanfictions and fanarts over the years. 30,000 fanfictions on AO3 alone. It is a love story that has touched many people, so much so that the fandom rapidly became deranged. This ship was no longer enough for them. They needed more. Introducing Nigel from Charlie Countryman 2013 and Adam Reiki from Adam 2009. Nigel, as you may have noticed, is played by Mads Mikkelsen. He is a gangster that is involved in running the Romanian underground. I'm not going to bore you with the plot of this movie. The only important part is Nigel. He is a dangerous psycho who swears a lot. He does a lot of killing and wild shit to try and win his wife back because love makes him crazy. One fandom member said, he is a rough man, vulgar, entirely uncouth. And that's very accurate. Adam Reiki, as you can see, played by Hugh Dancy. Adam is a sweet, cute, autistic man. His special interest is space. He is an electrical engineer. Anything space related, he will talk about for hours. One person said, strange and thoughtful, smart as fuck, and straightforward. He is just the purest little guy, but he's also horny. I didn't want to say that, but in the movie, canonically, he is horny, and the fandom really goes with that. And so you're probably wondering, why are you telling us about Nigel and Adam, two completely unrelated characters from two completely unrelated movies? Because, my dearest friends, this PowerPoint is about the Hannibal Extended Universe, and Nigel and Adam are main fucking characters. Hannibal fans have found a way to link together every movie or TV show starring Mads Mikkelsen or Hugh Dancy. But where did this come from? According to Fanlore Wiki, pairings featuring characters portrayed by Hugh Dancy and Mads Mikkelsen that aren't Hannigram were being written as early as season 2 of the show, but it wasn't until 2018 that this giant rare pair fandom was dubbed the Hannibal Extended Universe. It was named this because none of the upcoming ships would exist had it not been for Hannibal and Hannigram. Right. Back to Nigel and Adam. Naturally, they are shipped together. Would anyone like to guess their ship name? Spacedogs. Would anyone like to guess why? Because Adam likes space and Nigel wore a shirt with dogs on it one time. Yeah. You would never expect a ship between a dangerous killer and the sweetest guy you've ever heard of to work. But it does. And it works well. I think they are perfect for each other. They are both painfully straightforward. Both don't fit the conventional norms or want to be accepted. Nigel needs to adore someone who would be loyal to him, and Adam wants to be adored and have that one person that would take care of him. Nigel is possessive and obsessive as hell. Adam needs someone who will love him enough to listen to him for hours without getting annoyed with him, someone who would make him a priority, and Nigel is ready to focus on his partner entirely. And a lot of people agree. With over 1,300 works on AO3 alone for a pairing that aren't even in the same movie, that is a lot. Spacedogs is the most popular HEU ship after, of course, Hannigram. But they're not the only ship. Prince Charmant from Ella Enchanted 2004. He is a cute, unthinking himbo king. He is instantly down bad for Ella. He's sweet. He treats her right. He has such big lost puppy dog energy. Like, he just goes along with whatever she does. He's cute and we love him. One person said, Sass Queen of Innocence. Char Grindelwald. There's not much to say about him, to be honest. Basically, he's just gay wizard Hitler. That's all you need to know. I have chosen to talk about this ship, not because it's the most popular, but because I believe it really captures the essence of an HEU ship and reflects the spirit of the fandom quite well. Ship name, Enchanted Beast. At first, I refused to understand this ship. In my eyes, these characters have such opposing core values. Char is a good guy. He doesn't stand for segregation. He supports the inter-magical creature species mingling and love. Whereas Grindelwald is a fascist that doesn't want the master race's bloodline to be polluted by lesser beings. So I had to call an HEU expert to help. I asked a qualified fandom member to explain Enchanted Beast to me, and here is essentially what they said. Charmant has a very Will-esque personality that allows him to be morally right, but also understand the motives behind an immoral character. And Grindelwald is like Hannibal in the way that he thinks he's better than everyone. And that reminded me. I wasn't looking at the big picture. This is an HEU ship, not some random rare pair or crack ship. This ship wouldn't exist without Hannigram. And I got lost in the source. I forgot to reference and compare back to Hannibal and Will. One side of the pairing always represents Will, so has a darkness in them, or at the very least is understanding of other people's darkness and is potentially corruptible. So the things we see Char do, those were just his actions. We don't know what's going on inside his head, just like how Will was a profiler to save lives while denying his inner desire to kill. Perhaps Char was also denying part of himself. Or, even though Char doesn't agree, he can understand that in his own fucked up way, Grindelwald holds these beliefs for the benefit of wizards, to keep them strong, and other eugenic reasons that I can't get behind, but Char can, because he's fucked up, like Will Graham, so he gets it. Also, Grindelwald has a soft spot for Dumbledore, much like Hannibal has for Will, so in this ship, he has one for Char, and appreciates him for being a loyal puppy dog. King Arthur, 2004. This movie came out almost 10 years before Hannibal. It stars both Mads Mikkelsen and Hugh Dancy. I think that the existence of Tristan is the key that opened the door for shipping Mads and Hugh characters from different sources other than Hannibal. Without them having starred in this movie together before Hannibal, this fandom might not exist. Now, I'm going to show you some other main characters from the HEU just to give you an idea of the extent of this fandom. And I didn't want all my movie watching to go to waste and my scrolling through countless tags. So, here we are. Duncan Tonny from Polar 2019. He is an assassin known as the Black Kaiser, the most deadly assassin in the world. This movie has so much random plot. Young assassins come to assassinate the assassin and he assassinates them. But that is not important. The important thing is Duncan. He is also a big softie that loves animals. He's good with kids and he's gentle with the ones he loves. But, also the best contract killer in the entire world. Bobby Bronson from Raw 2022. He is in one episode. I mean, it's like Black Mirror, like each episode is different. But from one 30-minute episode, fans got so attached to this character. I've seen so much content for him. He is a detective. He's honestly really fucking annoying and I hate him. He doesn't respect women. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. He smokes weed and drinks on the job. He's rude to his coworkers, especially the sheriff, who's a woman. 0 out of 10 guy. Why is he so popular? Probably because he's a recent role, so new doll in a dollhouse to play with, and also he is so sexy, you can't deny that. But yeah, hate him. Maybe he was just having a bad day. You could argue that. Marcus Hansen. He is a military man that loves his daughter, though he's really bad at showing it. He is deeply sad about his wife dying, and that causes him to have violent outbursts. He lashes out and, kills a bunch of people, as Mads characters usually do. But deep down, he just loves his family and his stupid friends that he made along the way. This tweet sums him up perfectly. Emotional constipation, like you've got IBS in the feels. It's very real. Aidan Galvin. He is a graphic novel illustrator. He's outgoing. He loves wolves. He is a really persistent flirter, and he's completely full of himself. But how can you not be? I mean, look at him. His dad tried to kill him, and Aidan fucked him up. Black and blue and bloody. He is so Will Graham coded. I know he fucking enjoyed it. He is human, but he knows how to fight, and he's not gonna let the werewolves walk all over him. The monsters are scared of him. He presents as a soft, artistic boyfriend type, but he's got that rage in him, and I love him. This movie changed my life. Elias Thanatos from Men in Chicken 2015. This movie is such an uncomfortable watch. It just makes you feel ugh. About him. He has very concerning dreams. He's a big baby. He loves his brothers. He's a huge yapper. I would not recommend watching this movie. It's very off-putting and uncomfortable. But spoiler, he's part bull. Like, he was conceived with genetically modified bull sperm. Like, he's literally a breeding bull. I guess that explains why he randomly jerks off sometimes in this movie. I really don't know. He's a very weird guy with a good heart, maybe? I think? I don't know. He does horrible, awful things in this movie. Let's move on. Tony. From Pusher and Pusher 2. He is really horny. Just a horny guy. He loves dope. He's really silly, goofy, lighthearted, fun guy. But under that persona, he is deeply sad and lost in thought all the time. And he is a really cute baby that he wants to protect. Le Chiffre from Casino Royale 2006. The bad guy in the James Bond film. You would expect him to be tough. I mean, he is. He kills people. But he is such a pathetic little guy. He is a math nerd. He is such a sore loser. He literally poisoned his opponent because he lost one hand in poker. He's just a loser, and he's my husband. So, yeah. Luke Brandon from Confessions of a Shopaholic 2009. He is a smug bastard. He is a feminist that loves women. He's clever, funny, charming. His mother is rich and famous, and he was raised by his dad in England. So he has a refreshing English accent. And when he moved to America, he made a name for himself rather than being a Nepo baby, which is quite respectable. Adam Towers from Basic Instinct 2, 2006. I am pissed off. He's literally in this movie for 2 scenes, 2 minutes of screen time. He's a journalist. Maybe he enjoys kinky sex. There's nothing else to say. Somehow he's shipped with people. Like, I get it, he's sexy, but come on. He's in 2 scenes prior to his death. Come on, people. Get it together. Says me, who made this PowerPoint. So, why is this fandom so appealing? I collaborated with my HEU expert, and here is what we came up with. It allows fans to continue churning out new content related to Hannibal. It allows fans to pair together similar characters to Hannigram based on their own taste and kinks. These HEU rare pairs give creators new opportunities to explore. We get to delve into Mads and Hugh's filmographies and fall in love with them over and over again through a different lens every time. Even outside of Hannigram and Hannibal, we still get to see them together through the HEU, and that's what I love about it. I found this quote that really gives HEU energy. Some people were always meant to meet, meant to be in each other's lives, in every lifetime, in any form. Whenever they meet, it's never their first time meeting. The thread has been unspooling since the stars bled themselves to make us. The appeal that they are the same at their core to the Hannibal counterparts. This person, Cat Leah Xmas. I love how this fandom not only ships Hannigram, but also Nigel and Adam, Le Chiffre and Joe Connor, Tristan and Galahad, and many more made-up ships of the characters. As if these characters are simply connected to each other and the reincarnations of Hannigram. And that's what they are. These ships are essentially reincarnations of Hannigram. 2 people destined to meet in every universe. They will always see each other, understand each other, love each other, and through them, we can relive Hannigram and re-experience the magic that makes them so perfect. And these fan arts are only a small example of the selection of ships this fandom has. I've done my research, as you can probably tell, to see which characters and ships people talk about the most. Now, instead of explaining like every single ship that I could find, like I was low-key going to, I thought I'd make a diagram to condense the information. With all these characters to choose from, you can pretty much form any ship dynamic. Any trope is possible. The headcanons never end. And this isn't even all the possible characters. I didn't watch every single movie starring Mads Mikkelsen and Hugh Dancy. As attractive and talented as they are, I would go crazy. I probably already have. So, the first level, the big 4, obviously Hannigram and Spacedogs. They also go with each other. The next level of ships, you bring Bobby into the mix, who's mostly shipped with Nigel and Will, Char and Grindelwald, as you've seen. There are also other ones that I've seen often, Duncan and Tony, Duncan and Aiden, known as Black Wolves. Fucking Elias and Adam Towers, I don't know how anyone ships him because he's in 2 scenes, and I don't know how anyone can stand to think about Elias, to be honest. And I kind of made up Le Chiffre and Luke Brandon just because I like it. But that's kind of the beauty of the fandom, you can just make shit up, and it's great. The next level of ships is the Adam ships. I don't need to explain this, okay? We don't have a reason for abusing Adam. We just do. Next up is the Hannibal ships, okay? The Will ships, the Nigel ships, and all the rest of the ships that I could possibly think of. And this is not even all of them, okay? But every single line I've drawn has a ship. there's either fan art or a fanfic or a Twitter thread or something about them being a ship, okay? And it's beautiful, and I've read them all, I've looked at it all, and I love it all. And all of these ships just work, okay? They work. And that is not even touching the three-way ships. It's not always shipping, okay? There's a lot of ways to imagine the characters interacting, like found family concepts or friendships. Two characters from different movies meet, being best friends, partners in crime, falling in love, etc. The Hannibal fandom would not be the same without these incredible creative combinations. And the best part is that the limit is your imagination. Conclusion. Hannibal is such a good show, with such an amazing ship, written so well and acted so perfectly. It inspired many viewers to look beyond the limits of the Hannibal realm to create connections between other characters portrayed by the actors. It is truly a boundless fandom. I love the HEU. So what did we learn? Open discussion. Leave a comment. Leave a like and subscribe. Actually, don't do that. Don't subscribe, please. Or do. Whatever. Love you. It's your life, actually. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, leave a comment or DM me things. Okay, I need to go. My friends are going to be here in 10 minutes, so. Yeah, bye.